is with you. As I think back to last year, the Relay for Life, I think to myself, and I never would imagine that I'd be standing here tonight as a breast cancer survivor, but I am. My story began just 7 short months ago. I am so new at this. With the surgeries, the doctor visits, the treatments, it has been like a whirlwind. But through it all, God has been faithful to me with His love and His guidance and the support of my family, my friends. I am one blessed person. And before I start, I have 2 Bible verses that are 2 that I cling to a lot through all this. It's Philippians 4:13 and Proverbs 3:5-6. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not on thy own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths. During all this, I have to trust in the Lord to guide me and to give me strength as I go on this path. As Hunter had said earlier, I am really new at this. This happened 7 short months ago. On October the 28th, 2014, I went for my regular mammogram at Chipolo. And when I went to have my mammogram done, as I always do, the nurse had come back and told me, she said, ma'am, she said, we need to do an ultrasound on you because we see something that we just want to check. I have fibrocystic disease in my breast, so they just want to keep all that checked. So when she came back in and she said, we want to do that, they did the ultrasound. And as soon as I got it and done the ultrasound, she said, ma'am, she said, what we're looking at, there's nothing there. But what we're seeing now is something that your mammogram did not detect. So mammograms are so important, but ultrasounds are too, because the ultrasound's what detected it. So she said, I'm going to do 3 biopsies on you while you're here. So she said, one on your left node, and one on your left breast, and one on your right breast. So once she's done my biopsies, whenever she got through, she said, well, show me kind of the difference in what they look like and all that. And then she said, well, ma'am, she said, the one that I'm looking at, she said, I believe it's cancer in your left breast. So I lay up there. She said, once we get the results back for sure, she said, we'll let you know in about 2 days. So I went back to my doctor, and my doctor told me, he said, this is not good, you do have cancer. So to come to find out, in my left breast, I had stage 1 lobular carcinoma cancer. So he said, we got it early. It was 1.7 centimeters, is the size it was. And he said, we can do a lumpectomy and get it all. So they did the lumpectomy, they got everything. They did some testing on some of my lymph nodes, and they all came back as clear. So they said once we send off and find the aggressiveness of your cancer and all that, then we'll know whether or not if you've got to take chemo or if you just got to take radiation. So my results came back, and all I had to take was radiation. I was very thankful that I did not have to take chemo. So once I started my radiation, which was January the 2nd of this year, and I finished February the 16th. So my cancer was hormone and estrogen fed. So I had a hysterectomy 3 months ago. So I had a hysterectomy to get the hormones, my ovaries out to get the hormones and stuff that my body was fighting against. So I am on the cancer pill as of right now. They're doing some new medicines and stuff that they got out, and I'm fixing to change over to and stuff. But that's kind of bits and pieces of my story. But the main thing that I want to do as a breast cancer survivor is to encourage all women to have mammograms done, and not just mammograms, but ultrasounds too. I had talked to the doctor there at the breast cancer center, and she told me they're trying to get a machine in Chipolo that will do the ultrasounds and mammograms both. So that way, you know, in my case, they didn't see it with a mammogram. The ultrasound was how they found mine. So it's so important to have mammograms. So I want to be an encourager for that. And also, I have a little poem here as I continue on my journey, and as all of us in here that's had cancer continue on our journey. It says, what cancer cannot do? Cancer is so limitless. It cannot cripple love, it cannot shatter hope, it cannot corrode faith, it cannot destroy peace, it cannot kill friendship, it cannot surpass memories, it cannot silence courage, it cannot evade the soul, it cannot steal eternal life, it cannot conquer the spirit. So cancer cannot do anything to our love, our hope, our faith, our peace, our friendships, our memories, our courage, the soul, eternal life, and our spirit. And also, as I continue on my journey, as we all are, don't give up. Don't give up and don't give in. It's all in the Lord's hands. No matter what you're facing, He is the one who can. In any situation, His grace can turn it around, so you can be victorious as His love does abound. The beginning and the end He knows, and all that's in between. So put your total trust in Him. To Him it's all foreseen. He knows about your struggles. He knows about your pain, your hardships and your sorrows. He will keep you. He will help you to reign. So don't give up. Don't give in. Don't quit before it's time. God's grace will give you power to make it to the finish line. And as we go over to Northeast here in just a little bit, this is what I'm going to do. I am a cancer survivor. I will walk because I am a cancer survivor. I will run to give someone else the love and the strength and the hope that was given to me. I walk for the mothers, the daughters, the aunts, the grandmothers, the sisters and friends whose lives have been touched by cancer and whose hearts mourn the loss of someone dear. I walk because I want to be an inspiration. I run because I believe. I believe in a cure. Thank you.